Okay, so this is my best starting 11 team. So if you don't know what starting 11 team is, it's where you just you just build a starting 11 and then you have no rotation in your team whatsoever. It's not the best option to do for the whole of the season, but some people do it, and it's not a bad option if you want to wildcard early on around game week 5, where you can just build a team for the first 5 game weeks and then after that wildcard in some rotation. And yeah, it's actually something that I might do because the Lukaku Chelsea rumours are getting stronger, and yeah, it's kind of messed up my main team, which I did in the last video. So will bring I think probably Thursday night I'll upload a video next week. Because I'll obviously be nearing the start of the season then about the team that I will definitely be going for. Hopefully, I'll try and get my team decided by then. But yeah, this video is going to be best starting 11 team, and it's basically here in the background. I'm going to go over why each player now. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the bench, and obviously you can see Jakupovic has got an injury, but I'd still recommend him as the best 4 million goalie because there's not many 4 million goalies. Two of them are from Burnley, so I wouldn't recommend we've going any of them because they're both at the same club and you don't know which one they're going to go for. I think Jakupovic because McGregor's injured as well, so he was likely to start the season, but now he's got an injury as well, so I'd keep your eye on that one. I think he should still be back for the start of the season, but now both their goalies are injured. They may sign another one, so that could cause a problem. But I think an option to Jakupovic is Pickford from Sunderland because they've only got two goalies, and Mannone can be quite, makes a lot of mistakes. So if he's making a lot of mistakes, then Pickford could come in to replace him. So yeah, next we've gone for Campbell. I think out of all strikers, he's the most likely, him and Gabin, to get game time. Lennon again, an injury means he's likely to get game time. Pardes, he can play in a number of positions and he normally gets used as a sub near the end of games, so he gets some minutes here and there. Another thing about starting 11 teams is the formation. I think it's always best to go with a back three, as you can get strikers for 4.5 and you can get midfielders for 4.5, but defenders you can get for 4 million. So it just makes sense to go for a three back. That way you can get, cheaper bench players and then you can get a more expensive starting 11, which is obviously the main thing to go for here. So as you can see, the fact that I've got a striker on a bench means that the formation I've gone for is 3-5-2, but you could easily go for 3-4-3 if you wanted to. Okay, so these are the two strikers I've gone with. Obviously, Aguero is just the safest and the best option, essential in FPL. Don't really need to explain that. And then Lukaku usually scores well in FPL. Did have a bad end to last season, but his first 5 games of fixtures are Spurs, West Brom, Stoke, Sunderland, and Middlesbrough. So I just felt like with those fixtures and a player that normally scores that well, I felt like he's going to pick up some decent points in those first 5 games. Okay, so first here is Fabregas. I think for a 7.5 million option, he is just like very much better than all the rest. He's like a midfielder that's like he should cost like 9.5, but because of how bad Chelsea were last year, his prices really took a hit. And Hazard's price hasn't took a hit that much. He's still expensive, and Fabregas has been dropped in price a lot, so I think he's a good option. Obviously, we don't know whether he's going to be playing in number 10 or in midfield, but either way, for 7.5, I think he's still a very good option. Martial, obviously, you could get Mkhitaryan instead. It's really just who you prefer. I'm going for Martial because he's Premier League proven. De Bruyne, obviously, he very good last season. Got a lot of assists, a lot of goals. He did have a big injury, and I think he can stay injury free this season. He'll be well. Got Townsend in there as well, who had a very good end to last season. I think he'll get game time because he's at a new club, even though there is a lot of competition for places on the wing. But his first 5 games are West Brom at home, Spurs away, Bournemouth at home, Middlesbrough away, Stoke at home. So again, apart from Spurs, got some good fixtures, and Dele Alli as well. Obviously, he had a sensational season last season. Another thing, Martial obviously may get some game time up front, and he's listed as a midfielder. So that's another reason why I've gone with him. But I do really like this midfield for the first 5 games. Okay, so in defence, I've gone for Macaulay. I would have rather had Dawson, but I just couldn't afford him. So I've gone for Macaulay. I think he could be not as good an option, but I think considering Macaulay's cheaper and it allows me to have a better team elsewhere, I think for this team, it'll be worth downgrading on Dawson for McCauley in order to get that better midfield. And when we look at West Brom's fixtures as well, we've got Crystal Palace away, Everton at home, Middlesbrough at home, Bournemouth away, and West Ham at home. So some good fixtures. Luke Shaw, I think, a player that I really like. I think he's going to be getting lots of assists, a couple of goals, lots of clean sheets. I think 4.5, I think he's the best option in the game, and I wanted to make sure I had one expensive defender in there alongside my two cheap ones. Next one, Friend, with it being, a newly promoted club, a bit of a risk, but Middlesbrough keep a lot of clean sheets. I think he is the best option from Middlesbrough in defence, and he's one of the cheaper ones as well, at 4.5 million. I think you get a lot of assists as well, and Middlesbrough also have a good start to the season. Those first 5 games are Stoke at home, Sunderland away, West Brom away, Crystal Palace at home, and Everton away. So, apart from Everton, those first 4 are really good. So he can, hopefully do well in those game weeks and pick up some points. Okay, so in there I've gone for Forrester, which is Foster, sorry, not Forrester, Foster. Which is obviously with him being a West Brom goalie, he's a very good option. West Brom keep a lot of clean sheets. I've already covered they've got great fixtures, and Foster is always good in FPL. Obviously, he's very cheap this year as well at 4.5 mil because of obviously last year he was injured a lot. So as a result of that, he's very cheap this year. So I think he's a great option, and he definitely, because of how cheap he is, he allows me to improve the rest of his team. The only worry about him is McCauley, but I think after maybe like game week 2, when Crystal Palace have got all their tough games out of the way, I could then look to bring in Soiree to replace McCauley to improve the defence.